If it feels like your mortgage has gotten harder to maintain lately, you're not alone. Across the country, more homeowners are falling behind. And here in places like Florida, the pressure is real. Mortgage delinquencies are rising. Property taxes are exploding. Insurance premiums out of control. And if you feel like you're one big bill away from losing your home, you're not alone. Because the truth is, what's happening is not just numbers on a chart. It's real stress for homeowners and it's real families trying to keep up. So if you've been feeling the pressure, let's walk through it together and talk about how to move forward without feeling like you're drowning. Today in this video, I want to break down what's really going on, where it's hitting the hardest, and what it means if you're feeling the pressure too. But I also want to give you some information on what you can actually do if you're in this situation. But first, let's talk about why so many homeowners are falling behind. Across the US, serious mortgage delinquents are rising for the first time in 3 years. So here's the real deal. A serious delinquency happens when a homeowner hasn't made their mortgage payments in 90 days or more. At that point, the bank sees the loan as a big risk, and that's when things like foreclosure starts to creep in. Now, that doesn't mean that banks want to take the home back. They usually don't. But if there's no payment and no plan, they'll act to protect themselves. For the past 3 years, though, things were looking pretty steady and delinquencies were going down. But in mid-2024, something shifted. The rates started climbing again, and by 2025, almost every state saw an increase. Biggest spikes: Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, Texas, South Carolina. Sound familiar? Louisiana had the highest jump in serious mortgage delinquencies. Florida followed closely, yes, right here at home. Then came Oklahoma, Georgia, Texas, and several others. And what's wild is, it's not just people with high mortgage payments. It's people who bought smart, who plan well, but the other cost of owning a home just exploded. So this isn't just bad budgeting. These are good people being crushed by the rising cost of just staying put. In Florida alone, delinquency has jumped 1.43% in just 1 year. That's thousands of families underwater while working full time. Now let's talk about why. There are two major pressure points that's squeezing homeowners right now, and that's property taxes and homeowners insurance. In Colorado, property tax has jumped almost 53% in the last 5 years. In Georgia, it was 51.5%. And in Florida, it was 47.5%. That's thousands of dollars extra for people who did not expect it. And right now, it's crushing household budgets. Now, layer in homeowners insurance premiums. That is a whole other ballgame. In places like Florida, South Carolina, California, insurance companies are leaving, or they're going bankrupt or raising prices like crazy. And it's no wonder. Between hurricanes, wildfires, and floods, the risk is very high. But for everyday homeowner, it means one thing: less options and bigger bills. In South Carolina alone, 14 insurance companies went under in just 3 years. You know what that meant. People had to scramble to find new coverage, and that usually means they have to pay more. So even with a stable mortgage, the extras are breaking the budget. I've seen stories like this more than once. A homeowner buys a place at a good time. Low interest rates, solid neighborhood, everything made sense. But a few years in, the numbers start shifting. Insurance goes up, property taxes jump, and HOA fees get added or increases. And suddenly they're looking at each other and wondering, how did this get so expensive? They're not overspending and they're not being careless. They're just trying to keep up. But when the monthly cost starts piling up, even good homeowners start to feel stuck. Some of them decided to sell, not because they want to, but because they have to. And once they make that decision, most say the same thing: I feel like I can breathe again. This is a tough topic, but just remember that you're not helpless. Here are some tips that can help you. Call your mortgage servicer early. If you think you might fall behind, don't wait. Start calling. Most lenders have hardship programs or options to reduce or delay payments temporarily. Next is check for property tax exemptions. Look up your county's website and see if you qualify for an exemption, especially if you're a senior, a veteran, or a low-income homeowner. Next is shop around for homeowners insurance. Even with the chaos, don't just auto-renew your policy. Compare rates and talk to brokers who can look at smaller or regional carriers. And don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. We're all feeling it. It's not just you. So talk to a housing counselor or real estate advisor. Find someone who can guide you. If you're a homeowner in this situation and you feel like everything's falling apart, just remember that this does not define you. The cost of living may be rising, but so is your awareness, your strength, and your opportunity to move forward with wisdom. Remember, one of the main things you can do is figure out what resources are available to you. And if you're a person of faith, know this: God is not surprised by your situation. He still has a plan and he's not done with your story. If this video opened your eyes or gave you a little bit of clarity, hit the like button. And if you're in the Miami area and you're thinking of selling, comment selling below or click the link in the description. Thank you for watching and for hanging out with me. Be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.